The Lands Between has been the home to many outer gods and seen its share of ages come and go. But never before had it bore witness to a force so intolerant and imposing as the Golden Order. Despite its brilliant aura, the foundations of this passing era was shrouded in darkness. In this video, we'll be discussing one such event that was erased by history and quite literally buried along with its secrets. This is the story of the Nomads. Upon reaching the surface of the Lands Between, one of the first friendly faces that greets the Tarnished is none other than the merchant Kalei, nomad and purveyor of goods. This amicable character not only provides a plethora of goods and services, but also advice on what items would most benefit the Tarnished on their journey. Probing deeper about Kalei himself will reveal that he belongs to a group of nomadic people that sell valuable wares. Interestingly enough, he also warns you against harming his people, as they would all come to see the Tarnished as a threat. But could these nomads truly do any harm? Many of the isolated merchants encountered in the Lands Between are either antisocial or on the verge of starvation. Even a brief glance at the flavor text for the Nomad Ash summons support that they are relatively harmless and frail, but more on this later. Closer scrutiny unveils their connection with an immensely powerful force capable of forever altering the fate of the Lands Between. In the off chance that the Tarnished ventures into the depths below Dell, the capital city, the subterranean shunning grounds reveal the hidden truths that the Golden Order tried so desperately to keep secret. Not only do a number of Omen call this sewage system home, but deeper excavation shows the Tarnished the remnants of a horrific scene from the past. From the Cathedral of the Forsaken Site of Grace, an illusory wall guards the labyrinthian catacombs that served as the final resting place of countless nomads. Sadly, the nomads that were entombed here were actually buried alive. In their desperation, they called upon a terrible force. But was this a call for salvation, or something more devious? Hundreds of bodies litter the many levels of this burial site, and those who somehow survived have been twisted and contorted with madness. What atrocity could have caused this? The item description for the nomadic merchant set adds some additional clarity to their plight. These merchants once thrived as the Great Caravan, but after being accused of heretical beliefs, their entire clan was rounded up and buried alive far underground. Then, they chanted a curse of despair and summoned the Flame of Frenzy. The Nomad Ash summon referenced earlier reads, a member of a tribe that was entombed in the earth so as to bury the maddening disease that followed them, able to emit a terrible flame of frenzy from his eyes. Given this dreadful information, were the nomads simply a group of diseased, roaming heretics? Or were they a once thriving people, complete with a rich culture and unmatched knowledge of survival techniques and crafting? The Golden Order leaves little to the imagination. It seems that during this age, any beliefs that differed from that of the teachings of the Erdtree and its worship were deemed heretical. As such, any who were prosperous without the alleged blessings of the Elden Ring were to be plucked from the Lands Between and erased from the annals of history. Even at the height of its reign, the Golden Order would not refrain from steeping to such depths to uphold its image. Perhaps it was this very event that led to its own downfall. In fact, the Flame of Frenzy, much like the Greater Will, had its very own medium through which it communicated. The Three Fingers were capable of marking a chosen Tarnished so that they may usher in the age of the Lord of the Frenzied Flame. After all, Hayata herself states, the chaotic flame seeks to melt away the mistakes of the Greater Will into one indistinguishable form, until all is one again. Perhaps the words of the Three Fingers ring true, and the One Great will right the wrongs of the other outer gods in its brilliant yellow chaotic flame. What fate will the Tarnished choose when they achieve ultimate power? Only time will tell. And that's all for this video. Until next time, it's the Inhuman One signing out.